I guess I am in this class for the duration now, so will you help me make the best of it? I think it is kind of hard to remember all of this stuff.
It's really not too bad. Much of the material is highlighted in these movies.
Oh, I wasn't always watching them. Now I will start.
I see in this chapter that public policy is what government decides to do or not do. I wonder if that is like the state of Illinois not funding teacher pensions?
Yes, that is a policy. In the United States, the people are sovereign and government is supposed to make policy to benefit them. That's what is meant by democracy. The problem is that there are more than one opinion on every issue. Some want the pensions funded more and others want them taken away or reduced. So the legislators have to decide.
But what is a republic?
Glad you asked. A republic is when the people elect people to represent them. Democracy has kind of lost its meaning since some dictators call themselves democratic.
Come here and I will tell you what's important about executive powers. The question is, how far can an executive go in deviating from the legislature?
I remember some of this from history. President Taft used the restricted view, which meant he would not do anything where his power was not listed. I am feeling good. Then there was Lincoln, who used prerogative theory. That was similar to executive privilege, where the president could anything to protect the republic. Lincoln used a lot of John Locke's theories, and then Teddy Roosevelt used stewardship theory, which let him take any actions in the public interest as long as they were not forbidden. This leadership stuff with the president isn't so hard after all.
I think the policy process is harder because there are so many steps. First, you have to set an agenda, and Anthony Downs gets involved there and tells you how to identify problems.
Downs' issue attention cycle is pretty simple actually. It starts with a pre-problem and ends with a post-problem.
After agenda setting, there is decision making. Charlie Lindblom helps a lot here. He compares a rational model with lots of steps to an incremental model which just focuses on small changes.
I wish Charlie Lindblom could take my test.
Don't give up. If you read about the Cuban Missile Crisis in the book, you will see the decisions are made by a bunch of policy wonks. We could be one of those someday.
Enough. I cannot keep up with all of this.
Yes, you can. The next step is implementation, and that's when public administrators carry out policy. It defines who gets what.
And we cannot forget feedback. It gives us information on what works and what fails. I have got to go now, so you better read the book to learn about power unless I catch up with you later.
I know I would rather be planking, but if I cannot do that now, I guess I will learn about power. Then maybe I can use my power to go planking at a Cubs-Cardinals game. That would be awesome.
Power is when you exercise authority over others. That way, if I get power, I can do what I want.
No. You cannot always do what you want even if you have power. This all starts because of pluralism.
I do know pluralism. It is when there is a lot of competition and different groups win on different issues.
That is correct. But it is more. Pluralism is also having 3 branches of government: legislative, executive, and judicial.
So how do I get power?
There's no sure way, but it usually helps to join a group. Have you heard about power in numbers?
Yes, so if I join a group, maybe we can overpower security and plank at the stadium after all.
Just do not get arrested and miss the first test.
Then with internal power we do things like set goals and form coalitions to meet those goals.
But power is related to dependence. That means that you cannot just go planking. The security force does not depend on you for anything.
I am mad about that. I want power.
Getting power is not that easy. I think you better work on legitimate power, like making a deal to plank during the 7th inning stretch.
Okay, I will work on that later. This time I am really done, so you will need to learn about organizational culture and symbolic management on your own. Best of luck.